Hello people, hi everyone. I'm gonna quickly buff some bindings and then switch to actual work. Yeah, I hope you don't mind. What did I want to do? Starts with, yeah. Oh shit. Function, okay. Declaration. Okay. Where are declarations? Declarations. It's just declaration. uh, so kind expression is it's just okay, just see kind. All right, this is also a right, okay. And C kinds are, yeah, that's fair enough. So starts with and decl expression equals to expression that kind, something like that. Yeah, you dev device. Type pointer to. Hey Leonto, what's up? What's up? Welcome. Hey Cody, hello. You can type exclamation mark today. Yeah. I'm working on my program that is like this one. Yeah, so you can learn more about it here. But yeah, essentially it's a key remapper, like glorified key remapper. Well, not in C, it's in programming language called Jai, but it's kind of in the same realm, as in it's also a systems programming language with manual memory management. So it's kind of similar to C in a sense. Ah, yeah, the current version that is public was written in C indeed. You can check the rewrite branch, and you will see that it's completely rewritten in Jai. Hello, tool. It is 4:30, so almost 5 p.m. The sentence took me like 3 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it is grammatically correct, I can tell you that. When you said у вас, so like вы, вас, it's polite you, right? You would usually it used to be like that in English, right? English used to have though, which was like direct you, and then you, which was like polite you, but then it got kind of collapsed into just you. And in Russian, you still have just regular you know, something you would tell your family or your friends, and it has like polite formal you, or just like polite you that you would say someone you don't know, and you use that one. So у вас, it's like polite. Yeah, like ты versus вы. Yeah, exactly. And like вы can also be plural. It's like y'all, you know. We could be just polite you when you refer to a person, or it can be plural, like y'all, when you refer to a group of people. But yeah, the sentence you wrote is absolutely grammatically correct. Yeah, no worries. I like languages. Okay, it has a type. Type is a pointer to a certain struct. So I don't want to like a pointer, I want to check kind of procedure headers. How do I do it here? If decal kind equals enum. Decal has kind. Where's kind though? I don't quite see it. Wow, that's wild. So let me print it then. Or is it like... Oh, it does have kind. So it has decal and parent decal. And I have a visitor here. decal kind equals enum, else if it has function. Okay, type arguments. Okay, here it goes. So if full name starts with and decal kind, right? We cast to function, and then let's print it. I need to just refamiliarize myself with how the bindings generator works in this case. Okay. Right, so udef log priority, and we can have arguments. Right, so args f type of function arguments. Great. And here I can iterate over the arguments. Let's do that. And I think I kind of want to dereference it as well, right? Here, like we have one of those udef, log fn, udef get log priority. Yeah, beautiful, nice. So what I want to achieve here is to fix these name conflicts. For now I just hacked them by adding the underscore just with search and replace in the file, and I kind of want to do that when I'm generating bindings. So the next time I regenerate them, I kind of have this in place. Because by default bindings generate in this way that is allowed in C, like udef device is udef device. But in Jai it thinks that we are using the name within its own declaration. So this is like invalid. This is invalid Jai. And bindings generator does not resolve that out of the box. Like maybe it should. Maybe it's something I can email to Raphael and, you know, so he can look into it. This gingerbread cookie leftovers are still good. Right. So I have arguments, and I want to do something like if that name if it starts with udef something something, right, and like name occupied already, right, then I want to do it that output name equals like the name plus underscore. This is essentially what I want to do. Oh shit, I have red squiggles, what the fuck? Oh, so I have a Jai language server enabled. So it's like easier to navigate in binding generator module, and it has these squiggles. It has support for whether the identifier is declared or not. Look, we have a proper ID. That's crazy. I might remove them because I don't like squiggles. They kind of distract me. Monka. Is this Visual Studio Code? I disabled inlay hints in Emacs LSP client, but I don't know off the top of my head how to disable squiggles. Look at this. It even has like, I know if it's visible on stream, but in the like what is gutter, it has this red mark. That's wild. Oh, wait, not here though. Wait. This entire thing should go here. Yeah. Did I mess it up? Wait. Okay, I didn't. Right, and in order to know whether the name is occupied, I can do this. Oh. Like if the declaration starts with if it starts with like udef, I can store it, like add it to already occupied. Right, so udef, oh my god, iglot exited abnormally. I think Jai LSP just crashed. Yeah. Yeah, Jai LS just crashed. Oops. Let me just shut down it. Still hasn't run, deleted it. Oh my god, I think it just hanged or something. Oh, it didn't let me shut it down. Can I just stop? Like iglot, shut down. How do I like delete it or something? Shit. Politely asks to quit in order. Okay. Still hasn't run, deleted it. Damn, it locks up the entire Emacs. Yeah, it locks it all up. Giles, yeah, I'll just kill it like that. Oh, I can't kill it. I think it's just like, it's cooked. So I'll just do it. Oh, it tries to restart itself, seems like. Probably like iglot, Emacs LSP client tries to restart it or something. Right, even if I kill it with -9, you see it still tries to resurrect itself. Can I do it like that? Ooh. Yeah, I can't. Okay, yeah. It means that Emacs was trying to restart it. Whatever. Udef names. It's gonna be a table of string to just bool. So it's gonna be kind of a, let's say, like a set. Oh, how do I just die? I don't want to restart Emacs because of that. Okay. List function can be invoked. Mode, project class, start LSP. Can I just like... Oh shit. Can I just disable it somehow? Yikes. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'll just restart Emacs. It's fine. I'll report the LSP crash to the author later. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to reproduce it. But you have UDEF names table. If we get something like this, let me just table add. Right, and then here, and the name occupied is just it's gonna accept name, which is string, and return boolean, and it's gonna just check table find name and return found. That's literally it. I don't even know why I wrapped it into a procedure. I'll just do it here. There's literally no reason to call to like extract it. UDEF names, that name, right? And if name occupied, we do this. Let's see what happens. Unable to open build. Oh yeah, it's because I restarted Emacs. And declared identifier it. Where? 429. Ah, table that add, it's decal, that name. Not enough arguments, table add. Alright, it's true. Where do I print it? I don't need to print it. Okay, let's see what happened. So first, lib input should be totally fine, and let's look at UDEF. This accepts context. This is just fine. Okay, here. Oh, so it added underscore to UDEF device. This is correct. Here. Why didn't it add it here though? I don't understand it. It should have added it here as well. Okay. So it kind of worked, like it worked here, but it didn't work here. Like why? Oh, maybe like it only registered the name. Maybe it didn't register the name. Right, so so it works, but it should kind of I would expect it to get that declaration and then reuse it here. So we are too late. Let's see. If name, yeah, this one is the top one. Else if starts with udef and decl expression kind is declaration. Maybe I need to like not do that. Maybe instead of declaration I should use like struct, for example, right? Oh, look at that. I think the diff is much slower, is much smaller now. We get the context. This is expected. This this is incorrect. This should be udef context here. Oh no, it's in red. Yeah, I need to look at green. Sorry. This one, udef device underscore udef. I think it works now. Yeah, I mean, I think it works. I think it works. What do you think? Let's test it by copying. By going to libudef, copying it all, going to my program. And just straight up replacing it. It's not gonna compile because we're looking for like, wait, what? Two possible overloads. Libinput event get type. What the fuck? Event libinput event. And here. Oh, I pasted it twice. Lib input. Yeah. Nice. Okay, undeclared identifier. It's because I replaced it. I renamed it to context. And let's just call it udef. And udef. Hey, look at that. Working bindings. GG. Let's ship it. Oh fuck. Jai language server crashed 5 times in the last 3 minutes. Yeah, I definitely cooked it somehow. It's okay. I'll just try to reproduce it later and report it to Patrick, who is working on it. Let's libinput libudef. I'm not gonna push that. This on stage. Remove print. Stage commit libinput and udef generation visitor to resolve name conflicts. Whoops. Okay, let me put it on a secret monitor. This is my first commit of the day, so, and I rebooted the computer, so it asks me for my like, you know, SSH master password. I bet there's some hacker in the chat who is able to figure out what I'm typing just by the sound of my keyboard. Hey Lancaster Jackster. Hello, hello, hello. Let's maybe be nice in the readme. Do I like... Nah, I'm gonna modify readme later. Now I'll just push. Okay, now we have updated bindings for libinput and libudev. And if you need those for Jai, you can find them in this repo, in this repository. All right. So let me quickly check streams in other platforms. Twitter is fine. I don't know why I even stream on Twitter. It seems like redundant. And stream on YouTube is fine as well. What are you making? Asks Zihru. Hello, hello, welcome. I'm making a program that is like a glorified key remapper, right? So it looks like that for now. It has a profile per program, and you can map keys to each other, and the remap has different logic. It's mainly useful in video games, you know, stuff like perfect turnarounds or perfect key cancellation. You can read more about the program here. And today, in particular, I'm gonna be working on support for multiple programs and like selection of currently running program and all that stuff. Never heard of Jai. It looks like a Rust combined with C++. So I think I have a command, yeah, here. So it's a language that made by Jonathan Blow, and he made it to replace C++. Yeah, because he got tired of C++, I guess, working on Witness. C++ burned him out. Yeah. GNU Emacs on GNU Linux. True. Here's this Arch Linux, by the way. And Sway window manager. But yeah, so first what I want to do is when you click add button, we need to kind of add a new profile, right? Then you would be able to either type in like the title of the window or just select like currently running program. I guess selecting a currently running program is better. I don't think it's quite possible to do. No, it is possible to do in Wayland if a window manager supports that like protocol. What is called? Like window capturing protocol or something like that. GNU plus slash double slash Linux plus slash slash Linux unites all. True. It's Sway is kind of i3 VM for Wayland. So yeah, you can say I'm using i3, but on Wayland. Right, so I need some kind of a picker here that will get me a list of running applications. I'm gonna click on the picker and it will create like a button here. It also means that I need to have like another button here that edit or delete. Right. So it's gonna be like another button here. And we can maybe use sub window for that. So it's not just like big ass drop down. Yeah, me too. I like tiling window managers. I mean, there are definitely situations in which they're quite annoying, but for me it's net negative. Oh, net positive, I'm sorry. Right, and sub windows in GetRect, let me show you. Yeah, example, yeah, here it is. Right. So here's GetRect example. Sub windows are these things. This is a sub window. It's like a window kind of within window. And you can like draw arbitrary stuff here. For example, here's like a color animation widget. Ooh, fancy. You can have like text fields, and I'll maybe like probably use something like this. Something like this. Or I don't know. I'll probably like open a sub window. It's gonna have like accept. And this kind of cross here that cancels the process. And it will gonna display a list of buttons kind of like here. And each button is responsible for a Runyon X11 window. So that kind of looks like a plan. TempleOS themed. I mean, you can theme TempleOS almost arbitrary, you know, so I guess you mean the default theme. Maybe I should also just allow to type in the window title. Right. Let me actually check something. When I move the window here, I don't see a text kind of jumping. Right? It's just like fine. Because here in my program, when I start like moving the window around, eventually, here, you see the text, the left word here, it starts glitching around. Here. But I haven't saw that in the example program. Uh, for, because here it also has buttons, but when I move it, and yeah, it also when you drag window, it doesn't refresh pointer position, and it thinks that I'm hovering over buttons. You see? Hey, Painzin. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of a known bug, the jittering text. But it doesn't happen in this demo program for some reason. I wonder what's different. Maybe you need to bake the font in some special way. Font. Right, when you init fonts. This is what they do. Working directory, pixel height, and just set my font struct. Get font at size. That's literally it. Yeah. Lectures. It is X11 Painzin. Like the desktop environment is Wayland, but the program is working through X Wayland. I work as a programmer for money since 2000, and well, it kind of depends, right? So I started working in programming adjacent industry in 2012. I was like on the verge of programmer and accountant. So I did write some code, but my main job was to kind of help accountants to, you know, do accounting. So programming was just a tool for me. But as a programmer, I only work since 2015. Late 2014, summer 2015 is when I got my first job as an actual like programmer. Well, it's a web dev job, but you know what I mean. It's not like you can find anything else. I could have found anything else. So yeah, I guess you can say my career is about 10 years. Damn, I can't really speak English now. I just can't find the words. Only happens on Wayland. Interesting. Started programming 2.5 years ago. That's cool. I hope you're enjoying it. But it doesn't happen in the demo program though, right? So I think my init fonts is exactly the same. Path, set working directory true. I get DPI, but this DPI does nothing. It just returns 1 on X11. Free and maybe this does something. Does. Now get font size. Yeah. It seems fine. And where do I call init fonts? Sim window update, init fonts here. But I never re-init. I never re-init. What does UI init is something in here. Okay, so I call init fonts before UI init, and I also call fonts after window resize. But in my case, I don't really need to call it after window resize. Right? Where does it get called? Should re-init. And should re-init is only if window width and window height changed. And what does it do again? It just yeah. And it never frees the font. That's interesting. I think I've added this here. Actually, this is get rigged. Let's see left-handed. This is a left-handed one. Yeah, it has stuff in slightly different order. Will it jump? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it jumps. You see, it jumps. Here. But I mean, it jumps only when window gets resized. But it doesn't do when I just drag the window around. Right? I don't think so. Doing pretty good. Already developing full stack stuff with my Lunar Vim configuration. Poggers. Nice. Yeah, so when window gets dragged, it doesn't jump around. Only when I resize it. Like everything here jumps when I resize window. Not only text, so it's, you know. So yeah, it seems like, you know, something different. Like not necessarily. What if I don't never re-need the font? What's gonna happen? Resize the window a bit. What's the best thing about Emacs? I mean, I don't know, like, I mostly use it out of habit. It's not like I, you know, enjoy it or love it. Like, it's just an editor that I'm fastest with. You see, it doesn't actually jump if I don't rename the font. I mean, I actually use Evil Mode, which is Vim re-implemented inside of Emacs. So I'm just used to Vim key bindings. You see, it doesn't jump anymore. Yep. And it doesn't jump anymore. And if I will do that again, oh, here it goes. You see? And I don't even resize windows themselves. I just move the window around. Huh. That's wild. So for resizes, why is that? Why do we need that? Can it be some other window? Oh, I have a to-do. Check that it's the window we care for and that dimensions indeed changed. Like when we move to a monitor with different DPI. We also get these events when the window was only moved around on the same monitor. So, okay, yeah. I even wrote a to-do to-do for myself. That's crazy. Okay, so let's just do the same thing as the example does. Right, we call update window. Right, then if it window. I think this code is because probably get window resizes picks up events from other windows as well. Let's actually verify that. Get window resizes is here. What does it do? Array reset, if pending resizes return, array copy, pending resizes. Okay. And how is pending resizes accumulated? Right? Pending resizes here. Add resize record. And add resize, oh, configure notify. And you see what happens here? So we receive a configure notify event from the X server. And I bet that it doesn't really distinguishes, you know, whether we are the window or not, because that's how X works. It just sends these resize events to every window that registers for it. To be honest, The way it's kind of supposed to work is we can get a window here. So this is like a global display. We can also have our window. Where is it? Key press, key sim. Where's the window here? Oh. Date window events. Where is it getting called? Oh no, it's just right. Yeah, here it checks if window is ours. I was looking for that. And window is ours is in X11 module, and it checks the display and checks the global windows. Wait, what is chat talking about? Hey Sebastian, hello. Yeah. The window get resizes is triggered when moving the windows because it's just configure notify in X11, and configure notify gets called when you just change geometry, including the location. Hey, not big, hello. Hey, Lancaster, you really like Free Software Foundation, don't you? Are you good with algorithms? If you ask me, it depends on the algorithm. You know, if you're talking about general like computer science stuff, like reverting binary trees, writing sorting algorithms from scratch, then not very good, because I am usually doing web dev and I just don't need it there. But I did some lead code just for fun, and the problems they have there are not very hard. I guess I did a couple hard problems, mostly just did medium. It's not hard. I don't know, man. I can see why Fang does lead code, because they have like thousands of applicants and they need to sort through them somehow, right? So they resort to that. But I wouldn't really grind it. If you want a job, then you don't actually want to spend too much time on lead code. What you want to do instead is you want to work on your networking. You need to find the right people. You need to get their trust, and then you will never have issue with finding a job. The best way to get yourselves out there is to build some shit that other people are interested in. You know, start writing blog posts, maybe start streaming, and yeah. Also, you need to speak coherently. You of course need to know stuff. You need to be technically good. But lead code isn't gonna give you that knowledge. Solving lead code problems will teach you how to solve lead code problems. Especially if you will try to optimize for, you know, lead code green bar, like you are in 1% by performance. Because if you want to do that, you will just optimize for the input data that lead code problem has. And if you kind of optimize for exact input data lead code provides, your, you know, solutions won't necessarily be good or correct. Of course it can help, you know, if you enjoy doing LeetCode, please do. It's not like I want to discourage you from doing that. It's just don't have this illusion that getting good at LeetCode problems will necessarily land you a better job. No. No. It can definitely help you in maybe learning some math, but you know how to do it even better? Make real software. And since when you're making a software on your free time, you don't usually have time constraints, try to make it as good as you can. And when you try to do something as good as you can, and maybe even better than you can, you will learn a fuck ton. I'm really tryharding with this program. I could definitely just take like SDL and try to use their platform layer, try to listen for SDL events and maybe send SDL events back, and probably worked. But I want to go like to the level as low as I can, preferably to the kernel or to the libraries that work directly with the kernel. And while doing that, you learn a lot. Just by the nature of the problem being kind of hard, you just learn a lot of shit, you know. If you are in a unique position where you want to work for Fang or Uber, Palantir, etc., you need to master LeetCode. I don't think so. People were landing jobs at those companies before LeetCode even existed, you know. You need to know algorithms, this is true, algorithms and data structures, but you don't have to, you know, do LeetCode. Yeah, I'm just saying that LeetCode problems won't necessarily help you with those algorithms, because sometimes the input data that LeetCode provides is skewed in a way that forces you to make algorithms not quite right, you know? Because I had problems that I solved there. I can't recall which, but I had to nerf my program, you know, kind of nerf some checks on the algorithms just because I reverse engineered the input data. And so, hey, I removed some necessary if statements, but my program got faster just because there was no input data that tested for those edge cases. All this kind of stuff. And I bet if you do that in an actual job interview, you probably won't get hired. You know, because on a job interview, it's usually good to at least mention edge cases and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, we get configure notify, and we want to check if window is ours, because there is no such check here. Right, we can do this if window is ours. Then we remove configure notify. But you know, you can probably imagine that, okay, what if we make program that configures other programs? So instead of doing it here, it's definitely better to do it in the where am I? Yeah, right. So if it window equals the window. Right, and I'll just straight up copy this. Oh, why do I get those? I don't even need to call this. Where's my window width here? Do I have dimensions? I mean, I don't even resize the UI, at least not yet. Hi, Mr. Shelby, hello. Most dangerous question programming, what if? I've been working on a medical visualizer for myself with as little dependency as possible, GLFW, OpenGL, STB, TrueType. Writing all rendering and UI from scratch. Baking all resources into an executable, so it's just one file, and it has been such a refresher. Yeah, for sure, for sure. We should definitely normalize shipping and programs as a single binary. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on Linux, because when it comes to graphical stuff, you have to link dynamically, right? But you can definitely do that with, you know, you can definitely do that with command line applications. It can develop the mindset. I mean, yeah, it surely helps to do something, but it's like, you know what it reminds me? Obsession with LeetCode. It reminds me of obsessions with GitHub stars, right? It was, or GitHub contributions. You know, people don't really do it nowadays, but back in like 2016, 2017, people were really using GitLab or GitHub contributions as something to land yourself a job. Like, hey, look at my green graph. I'm certainly productive. Probably by Streamlabs. Let me make music slightly less loud. Oh yeah. I don't even need to do this, I think, because I don't change the window dimensions, at least not yet. At least not yet. So for now, let's just do this. Let's do that. Although this is global window width, right? Yeah, it must be global. Okay, let me do this. Let's be diligent. Do I even have window width, window height? Yeah, width and height. So this should, at least to some extent, prevent that from happening, right? Because we just don't call reinit anymore. Oh, no, still happens. Oh, because I don't check for shooting it. You know why it might be? Maybe it's because of how I reinit the font. Right, so I'm freeing the font. I'm setting the pointer to null here. And then you kind of reinitialize it, get font at size. Bam. So maybe it's like slow enough. You know what I mean? Like, so what might happen is when I start grabbing the window, it gets reinitialized, and the font just, it's like the whole process of reiniting fonts is just not fast enough to be able to re-render. So because maybe of font reinitializing, I'm skipping the frames. Maybe that's what's happening. So I'm constantly freeing and reinitializing the font. Right. And what if I don't free it? Will it work? What if I just never free it? You see, nothing happens. It doesn't jump anymore. Look at that. You see? So either because it's not fast enough, or maybe maybe you're not supposed to free it in this way at all. Let's see what get font at size does at all. I'm not really doing what I wanted to do, but since we got on this topic of jumpy text, I might as well fix it, right? Because why not? Get font at size from path. Here. Okay, so we have some sort of array of dynamic fonts. Where was it? Here it is. What's this? Ensure fonts are initted. Init fonts. What init fonts does? Page. We init the library free type, set allocators, and set some memory around. Okay, so we just set some memory around. What are we still talking about LeetCode, people? I see it's a very controversial topic. So it brings a lot of interaction. Hey, Mr. Gariel. Hello. Yeah, wait until we start talking about, I don't know, text editors or web frameworks, I don't know. Okay, let's see how the photo initialization works. So this sets some memory. And I think that's it. For fighting games, for shooters, for speedrunning, yeah, for stuff like that. Like, you got the gist. Yeah, Mr. Garil. More or less. So actually, you know what? It doesn't look like I need to free the font. I think what freeing the font does, it kind of frees a pointer that's inside of array. Because look at that. There is an array of dynamic fonts that we iterate over. And if it's not found, we just load the font. Right, so new dynamic font. A waste. Font name, loaded font, find loaded font. What is this doing if for loaded file fonts? It also stores the font files that were loaded. Right? Make loaded font. Let's see what make loaded font does. It just reads entire file. That's good enough. And then make loaded font. It uses free type. Here it allocates it. Face and data. Yeah, okay. Where was I? Here, yeah. And then it calls load for part 2. I wonder why it's like part 2. It's probably reused somewhere. Set pixel size, private character height, default line spacing. Okay, it's some font parsing shenanigans. Glyph index, load glyphs. Okay, this is some free type shenanigans. Unknown characters. What's that? Script feature lookup. Font features. All right. And then we added to an array of dynamic fonts, you see? So when we reinitialize the font here, we don't need to free it, because if the font will have the same pixel height, it's not gonna be reloaded. It actually, like simp is a 2D graphics like library that ships with Jai. It will just return already, like the font that was preloaded already. So I don't need to do this at all. But why was it jumping? Right? Why was it jumping anyway? I think it was jumping because the window would be re-rendering at 165 frames per second here, and probably it just wasn't bleeding, it wasn't reloading fonts fast enough. Or or so UI font pointer. If I free the thing here, if I free the button font, how does it go through this without crashing then? It probably doesn't, free here probably doesn't do anything. Or it frees the, where is it called? It's called, yeah, here. New dynamic font. It probably just frees that. But the array, it just becomes like null initialized struct, I think. So that's why it doesn't crash. Here it is. That's why it doesn't crash. It doesn't free all the memory, like all the underlying memory. It just frees this one. So yeah, we don't need to free that. So freeing this is what causes jumping. And then, so we free the font that was at the index, and then it tries to load the font again, and then it puts it at the same index. Maybe, you know, the atlas gets packed not quite as it used to, and then because the memory gets like kind of boggled together, old memory and new memory. I don't know. Anyway, like, freeing the font here is not something you should do. You can call this initialize as much as you can, as much as you want. As long as you don't free, it should be fine. Calling it every frame. Because fonts get cached. And I didn't know that. I just wrote a freeing. I don't know why I wrote this freeing code at all. I was just stupid and naive, and I just, you know how it goes. You write a code, you never test it. Because you're in a hurry or something. Or you're just experimenting and you forget to remove experiments. Anyway, we don't jump anymore. That's great. That's great. That's problem fixed. That was bothering me for a while. Later I'll probably just set dimensions here, but for now it's irrelevant. What do we have in the chat? Chat is very active today. I can't keep up, because usually it's pretty not dead, but people just lurking. I have a friend who's a really cocky programmer. He was saying how programmers nowadays are lazy. He also thinks he can code Skyrim by himself. Sick and tired of waiting for Elder Scrolls 6. That's relatable. Like, I'm just so tired of waiting for the next game. I'll make my own. Unironically, this is a very good motivator. He's into AI and stuff. I want to write... okay, if he's into AI and stuff, and into AI means that he's just using ChatGPT to program React, then lost respect. I want to write a program that will capture keyboard input at the OS level before sent to games and translate it to gamepad inputs, as fighting games generally have better support for controller. Latency caused by this program needs to be close to 0. I'm on Linux, so I guess need to use X11 Leaps. I think Xlib specifically, I'm writing it in C. But I'm still inexperienced. Any tips, please? You're actually came to right address. This is exactly what I'm doing. For now, I have keyboard working, so keyboard handling working. And I'm gonna also do controller inputs after I work on UI a bit. If you want to get input events directly from the kernel, this is Jai code, but in C it will be pretty much one-to-one. I have this old implementation. What you need to do is you pretty much need to grab a correct device. So uh, you have a bunch of keyboard devices here, right? You need to somehow detect which of them is your keyboard. It's a bit scuffed to do that on Linux. So if you're just writing the code for yourself, you can probably just brute force it and hard code the event one. If you're writing the software for other people, then you need to be more intelligent. Either multiplex keyboards or give people an ability to pick up a device. After that, you will need to open this device for reading and just inspect events that it grabs you, right? You will use this input event structure and you inspect it for keys. And if you need to send events further, for example, to the virtual controller, you first need to create a virtual device, set it up correctly, and then funnel those events to that device. It's a bit gnarly. Like, here's the code of how to do it. Here is a virtual device setup. Here I'm creating a virtual keyboard, but it's pretty much the same with the controller. And then you just write to the file descriptor. And you can also use a libinput library. It automates for you the loading and reloading of devices. You know, when controller gets disconnected, it will notify you and stuff like that. It will also multiplex. And it's installed everywhere, so you most likely already have it installed. Is there a link to the that's the problem, right? That's the problem. The documentation for all of this is kind of non-existent. You have your input tutorial here. Here's an example of creating a virtual keyboard and a virtual mouse. What keyboard multiplexing is. The way Linux works is that the driver for a physical device can register multiple devices in a system. Or, for example, your user can have a keyboard and then a separate numpad, right? I have a separate numpad, which is naturally getting registered as a separate physical device in my system. The way X11 works is it just, combines all those different virtual devices, these logical devices they're called, into a single, like, super virtual device. I don't know how X11 calls it. I think it's called something like core virtual device or whatever. And it accumulates events from each of those separate logical devices into that one file descriptor that it kind of sets through to the rest of the desktop. And so this process of accumulating events from each separate event handle into something, into a single source is called multiplexing. And the way it's working is by poll epoll. So, you would either use poll here, input output multiplexing. Just read manual on poll. Maybe some code examples. Manual has a poll example. Probably some tutorials. There are some good tutorials for this. There's also epoll. It's, similar. It can be used for similar things. It's not direct syscalls, right? Those syscalls are implemented in libc, so you have C API, so you don't have to call like assembly manually. You just use the libc that implements those syscalls. I mean, if you want to be as fast as you can, then yeah, you need a systems programming language. It can be C++, can be like Zig, Odin, Rust, doesn't matter. As long as you don't stall for stuff like garbage collection. Yeah. And this is pretty much what I'm doing here. I'm gonna have controller support as well, but first I want to do some UI cleanups and all that before I move to that to implement in controllers. You can also read my code. It's on GitHub in rewrite branch. As I said, it's written in Jai. It's not C, but all the calls are the same. You know, calls to POSIX APIs are the same. And I'm here, I have two different code paths. One that I wrote from scratch for a single keyboard, and another one that where I'm using lib input. I'm experimenting kind of, so it's all in flux. Was January a good one? I don't know. If you don't know any language at all, then it doesn't matter. You'll have to learn anyway, right? Otherwise, just pick whatever you're fastest with. The advantage of C is that it has libraries for everything. You don't have to generate any bindings, any like fighting with linking stuff and all that. Moderately experienced there. I would say try C. Strings. I mean, string is not really an issue, is it? There are a bunch of string libraries for C, or you can quickly write your own. You will have just, you know, like struct, where you have like a count and write. Like here's your string in C, and then just libraries that work on that. I apologize, I have sore throat. Console.io, yeah. I mean, it's just regular POSIX kind of approach to problems. Just everything is a file, duh. So you can read and write everything. Scanf get ch, yeah. I mean, you won't use get ch. That's for sure. You will read bytes and cast those binary blobs to a special struct. Oof. Anyway, we fixed font rendering. Let me actually commit that. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna commit that as well. And this fix jittery fonts. Yeah. I kind of want to make a small bathroom break and get myself some tea. I see that ads were recently run, so we have some times without pre-rolls. So yeah, I'll be right back. Give me a minute or two. Yeah, and you're welcome. Okay, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Okay, doesn't seem like. People are still celebrating Christmas over here. Let me check something real quick. We seems like we're fine. Yeah, okay, we're fine. So, okay. What now? Let's implement adding the addition of the new profile. We have it somewhere here. No. Here, okay, add button rect. Add profile released here. So first of all, when we're adding a new profile, we need to add it to the array of profiles. So it's gonna be like array add of profiles, and it's gonna be like like this. And profile consists of here. Let's do it like this. Wait, how? Can't I do that? Oh, I can't only select them. Emacs. Disappointing. Platform, program, mappings, and mappings array. We need a new state. Like adding new profile. Then we add new pointer to an array. And probably for now, it would just be it. And we need to set new profile to active. Active profile equals to new profile. Something like that. Right, and when we recompile, adding new profile is not a state in our enum. Deleting will be mapping. And adding new profile, it's gonna be like 6. Now, when I add new profile, we crashed. What did we crash? A widget was drawn more than once during a frame from the same point in the source code. This is not legal. Here. For profiles. Yeah. And why? What did I use for ID? Oh yeah. Because I don't... No, this should be fine. Oh, because I didn't pass an identifier. So identifier equals it index, right? Add. Yeah, now it doesn't complain anymore. But it also does not advance the Y position. So for example, here in mapping, we do this, right? We kind of advance the vertical position of the scrollable area. And we need to do the same thing here. Is 50 good enough? I think this is our kind of height of our button. For now, it's just hard-coded. Yeah, you see here. Now we have new button. When we click here, so, and I can click it. Now when I do this, when I clicked add, I want to pop something up with something that will let me select a program. And I guess I will pop up a sub window with an OK button. Or maybe I will also create this as a, I don't know, as a text input. Let's think about it for a second. What would be the what would be an interesting, what would be a good way to do that? Yeah, probably no text input for various reasons. One of them being that X11 module in Jai doesn't support Unicode in X11. It's fixable. We actually fixed that in Focus Editor, but I just don't want to bother bringing all of the, like half of the Focus code base into my repo. So don't want to deal with it for now. So I guess sub window with a list of all running programs is what we're gonna do. What's happening in the chat? Is D considered a systems language? I think so. I think D has optional garbage collector that you can disable. And D is much older than any of Zigodian. I know, I don't know anything about D. Yeah, Painting. I meant Windows. I didn't mean to query programs, so I don't want to, you know, show HTOP or anything like that. It's gonna be Windows. The issue is that whoa. Monka. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Today is Orthodox Christmas, so yeah. You're gonna see, you're gonna hear some explosions outside. Yeah, so it's gonna be Windows. Kind of an issue is that to get the list of all X11 Windows is kind of a bit painful. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not that painful. We'll see. So first, where is it? Yep, here. And if profile released and current mapping state equals nothing, right? So I cannot like add a billion of those. I can even do something like disabled equals right? Oh, it's not press disabled. Oh, what's that? It's disabled press. So we can't click on adding new profile here if we are already in a process of adding new profile. This kind of stuff. For public use. It is for public use, yeah. It is for public use. I wouldn't try so hard just for myself. For myself, I would just do a command line program that just hard codes the bindings that I need without any way to configure them. Yeah, Jai has graphical stuff that it ships with. It ships with immediate mode UI library called GetRect, and that's the one that I'm using. Okay, yeah, so the example program for GetRect opens a bunch of sub windows here. Sub window info rect, sub window rect, sub window, sub window. What the fuck is get aspect ratio? Damn. Checkboxes, info text, info circle, info color animation. Drag and drop. Okay, this one isn't opened in sub window. Oh, maybe slidable region. And so sub window accepts a some kind of a callback. It wants arrays. I also want arrays. Okay, add sub window. This is the call. Best can we do is give you a pizza. Hey Vivian, yeah. Yeah, I would actually eat a pizza today. I might have a pizza. Actually, no, I can't. Or maybe I can. So today's Christmas, right? And the way Christmas works in Serbia is that the way it works is that nothing works. Everything is closed down because Christmas is a very family-oriented holiday here. So you pretty much have to expect that all the restaurants are closed, cafeterias are closed, the central square is dead. It's like a fucking zombie land out there. Not counting people exploding stuff. Sending one from Bulgaria beer back. Yeah. But actually, since we have a lot of Russian immigrants here, And even though Russians are also, you know, Orthodox, we just don't have a tradition to celebrate Christmas as much as Serbians, because you know a little bit of a history is that TLDR, Soviet Union in Russia, it destroyed all the celebration around Christmas. And even though Russia now is way more religious than it was in Soviet Union, the Christmas celebration is still kind of not, you know, as mainstream. It is a holiday, official, but it's just, you know, a regular kind of party day, so everything works. All entertainment establishment work. And it means that since there are also a lot of immigrants, since there are a lot of Russian immigrants here in my city, then maybe there are pizza place that is owned by Russians that is working today. So let's check my logic real quick. Nope. All pizza places around my area tell me to schedule delivery for tomorrow. Yeah, everything, like literally everything is scheduled for tomorrow. That's crazy. Yep. Easy Saj. I mean, it's fine. I actually prepared for that, so I'm not like out of food or anything. I knew that nothing will work today, so like I'm loaded. I'm not gonna have pizza today, but I'm just gonna have something else. I'll just cook something for myself. Yeah. Let me get some music. We can actually do this. Yeah. So yeah, by the time your pizza arrives from Bulgaria, local pizza places will already be open. That's quite sad. Okay, so let's do this. We have a sub-window theme here. And I kind of want to do this in a... like that. I kind of want to do it like that. Not gonna lie, I low-key want to do everything like that in a scope. Because this code is a bit gnarly and I will eventually extract it all around. But for now we'll only do sub-window themes like that. And sub-window state, add sub-window. And sub-window, I guess it expects some widget, right? Here, yeah, sub-window info. Let me define new profile sub-window somewhere. Somewhere. Where's the profile? Somewhere here, maybe? Sub-window info new profile. Sub-window info. Right, and it needs a rect. Right, so we're gonna do it. Get rect. And what would it be? It's XY WH. So X is gonna be, I expect it to kind of occupy this, to be somewhere here. So we can maybe use the rectangle for this scrollable area. Right, where is it? Profiles region. Right, let's just do profiles region for now. Just like, and yeah, sub window info new profile dot rect equals R. Draw? Is this a callback? Draw sub window color animation editor. It is a callback. Interesting. Has title text. Fuck me. Title text equals select window. Do I do fixed text aspect ratio? And I guess we then will pass this sub window checkbox. Nope. Okay, we pass in a pointer to this thingy. Like that. Let's see what happens. Type wanted rect, scrollable region state. Oh, it is a state. Shit. Where's rect? Is this just S? Where's the, oh, it's R. I guess I can just use R here. I guess I can do this. Yeah. Oh, here. We have sub window. That's a start. We can kind of resize it. Ooh, jumpy. Ooh, it jumps. Boop, and it snaps back, yeah. It jumps back because I don't do, you know, there's somewhere, yeah, if not sub windows in it, right? If not sub windows. I'll put it somewhere here. Theme, yeah, around themes. We have themes and I guess I can also put a profile one over there. And now it's not gonna... What? Oh shit. Yeah, so now I can just do it without, yeah. You see, it doesn't like snap anymore. Yeah. Oh, and it's not closing because I never set the state to open. Right. How do I do it? Where does it set whether it's open or, oh, here. Oh, based on the checkbox. But it can't just yeah, but pressing the close button can close it. Ah, it toggles the open, so that's why I need to do that. We do this, and then if sub window info open, we want to do that, right? Now it's gonna be close, yeah. Okay. Where is it? Here, we add a new profile. And when we close it, oh, shit. Is it like else? I kind of want to get a callback for when the button gets toggled. Maybe not a callback, but some sort of, you know, maybe state. Let's see what add sub window does. Here. State created. Add array, state theme, hash info wants draw, wants arrays. I wonder what wants arrays does. Draw sub window. Open. If close button pressed. It's not exposed in any way, right? I want this to be exposed because I want to do something on it. Right, yeah. Here's the button. Yikes. So yeah, I want this to be exposed to the caller so I can know when the close button was just pressed, you know. Let me add this to my Jai-to-do file. I have a Jai-to-do.txt file on my computer where I write bug reports and feature requests that I want to email. An ability to know if getRects sub window was just closed with the close button, or maybe otherwise, to do some action upon closing, right? I can work around for it. I can store the state myself, right? So for example, if it is open, I can say like got opened like true, right? Else like if got opened, right? We can do like this, got opened equals false, and then print was just closed. It's true by default, and if it's opened, we will set it to true here. So this is kind of a workaround, right? If I press closed, you see just oh my god. Ooh. Yeah, so I need to set it somewhere like maybe not here, so it doesn't draw every frame, but somewhere here where sub window info, sub window new profile just got opened, right? It's equals true. True, if true, false, like that, right? And now if we close it, was just closed, right? Nice. So that's a workaround for now. Random question, are modules in Jive basically just file scopes? And I assume there is no like scope resolution operator for named modules. Actually there is. So modules in Jive, they get namespaced under the name, but there are multiple scopes that you can have inside of the module. So you can have like a scope export. No, it's like it's scope underscore export. Yeah, right. So you have stuff like this, scope export, and everything under scope export gets exported. When you import a module, you get access to these identifiers, right? You can also have scope module. They don't get exported if you import the module without namespacing, but if you put the import under the namespace, then you get access to these. You know, so I don't want to call those protected, but you know the analogy I'm trying to say. No, it's public by default. By default, it is export. You can say module if you want to kind of allow it to export under the namespace, because they're internal to the module. And the private is scope file. So scope file is local to the file. You know, libc library identifiers usually get put to the scope file, so they don't get pulled into the namespace. Yeah. Yeah. And you also have a control of what you want to import, right? You have a lot of stuff on scope export, but maybe you want to pull only a couple identifiers into your scope, and you can use stuff like foo is import that only, something like that, right? I don't remember exact syntax, but something like that, right? And then you can just do this, so these two get pulled into like your global scope. Or if you do this, you will then can do that, right? Yeah, you can also remap imports. You can rename identifiers. You can do all sorts of cool shit. So here, not here. Let me show you. Oh, I don't do it anymore. Yeah, I used to do something like this. Oh, maybe it's maybe it was in or else. Yeah, here. You see, I am importing print vars module, but I only want to use print vars identifier from there, because it pulls a bunch of helpers that were name colliding with me. So I only want this from this module, and I can do that. Yeah. Okay, we have that. Nice. Right, so here when we add a new profile, I also want to do subwindow profile, subwindow info new profile open equals true. Right, so here. So I close it, and when I press add, it gets created again. Oh, it even remembers its position. Does it remember this? Oh shit, I need to do that as well. So for now, let's just do mapping state equals nothing, right? So we can experiment. Right, will it remember everything? It will. I don't know if it's good or bad, actually. Excusez-moi. Yeah. If open, just get open true. Just get open false. Current mapping state. If we're closing it. Pum, pum, pum. Now, let me quickly check the streams on other places. It seems to be fine. Right. How do we draw stuff over there? Right. We add subwindow. We have subwindow info, and the way we load it with something is by... There's some kind of a draw. Seems to be there's some kind of a draw callback. Right, that accepts a rectangle. And some kind of a data. What data is it? Is there? Right, let's set it. Subwindow info, new profile, draw new profile, selector. And we will specify it underneath, I guess. Yeah, let's do it underneath. Ooh. And it will accept R, which is rect, and data, which is pointer to void. And I wonder, print what's gonna be the data. Wow, data is pointer to any. That is absolutely empty. Interesting. Like, the music is so cool. I feel like I'm in, I don't know, like Harry Potter movie or something. I need to draw some kind of a list of processes. So I need to kind of a scroll area here, I think. Yeah, let's look at that. Something like this. Or maybe like that. So yeah, I'll probably just snitch. Not snitch, steal. We don't snitch here. I'll steal this, well, I don't know, is it a slider or is it a bunch of buttons? Yeah, here, num buttons. Yeah, we'll just do this. Yeah, so we add profile, we activate it, and when we draw the stuff, where is it? Draw new profile selector. We do something like this. Mark defun doesn't work. Interesting. Ah! Does it? Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Yikes. GIMO doesn't have support for marking procedures. Maybe I need to add it. What does it do here? We do the region. Inside, scroll. Let's just draw it. What's gonna, oh, not this one. This one. Right or bottom, what's that? Begin scrollable region. R. What? Button height, 50. Scroll value. The scroll value, I think it should be like global, right? There were like scroll value, profile, scroll value, mapping region, scroll value, new profile. Anything else? Button theme. Oh, it's not really global. I'm just not gonna set button theme. Just not gonna do that. Button height 50. Dude. Where here? Right, here, yeah. Here we have it, right? So I'm clicking new profile, add. We have this. with scroll bar region. I click on one of the buttons, it gets selected, and region closes, and it appears here. That's the plan. Hey BFG Rocks, I saw you in other streams. Welcome. Have compared Jai to C on some synthetic examples. Jai produced. Is Jai produced even in release around? I'm not sure I understand. Is Jai produced even in release? Oh, is code that Jai produce slower, 30% slower on release? So first, it depends on the backend you use, right? If you choose x64 backend, intoxicated, yeah, cheers. It depends on the backend. If you use x64 backend, then for sure it's not optimizing at all. So it's gonna be way slower. If it's LLVM, it depends on set of options you use, right? Because by default, Jai would generate bound checks, array bound checks, yeah, and arithmetic checks, like casting checks. Not only casting checks, also like overflow checks. Like AOC. I don't know if it inserts something else. But other than that, I don't know. I never benchmarked it, not gonna lie. So I can't tell if like intermediate code, IR, right? Intermediate representation that Jai generates for LLVM, you know, lets it optimize stuff or not. I don't know. Can't tell you. Like, you would have to look at the result in assembly, right? You would write a program that is absolutely the same in Jai and in C, and see what assembly generates. You know. So I never benchmarked anything. Add a new profile. Then we do this. We draw a bunch of buttons. It's like is it like, yeah, it's third one. If released, we're gonna do something like print program selected, and then we do sub window info new profile open false. I apologize, sore throat. Could you have interest in benchmarking? Not really. Not really. At least at the moment. Like, I don't do anything that would, you know, that would necessitate benchmarking. Like here, I'm kind of reading events and then following events, but I'm pretty sure that the bottleneck here would be the syscall speed anyway, like read and write. So there's nothing I can do here to make it like too slow. I guess maybe later when I will optimize it further, I could compare the hash table performance versus some sort of like array indexing that I will come up with myself and see if it makes sense. But other than that, just it would still be, you know, I'm gonna benchmark my old Jai code versus my new Jai code. I'm not gonna write everything that I do here in C and benchmark against that. But yeah. So we do this, we select, yeah. Program to select was just closed. Yeah, nice. Here, selecting button, poke. Yeah, kinda, so the workflow kinda sort of works. Sorta kinda works. So, and it shouldn't be open by default. It will only be open if we do this. But by default, here, no, not here, here. Can I do this? I don't think I can assign stuff like that. Yeah, loose assignments are not supported, true. I need to kind of do this on main, like here. Like after maybe UI need. Yeah. So I press add, button appears. I press like here, you know, select 7, program 7. It gets closed and I get my profile here. Let me do this so that it writes the label. Since we set the active profile, here what I'm gonna do is active profile program equals text. Like that's it, right? Add button 7. No, not quite. Oh, it's because I'm printing it. So this gets how do you say it? Collected, gets freed. No? Oh, no. It's not just active profile. I need to set it on an actual. I apologize. It's not just active profile program. It's profiles. It's kind of like this, right? Yeah, you see, like it gets collected, but if I do copy string, then it should be fine. Here, button 7, see? So we implemented a basic kind of UI for adding new profiles. Easy clap, right? Look at this. Look at this boy. And we can add a bunch of profiles. 17, and it will scroll. Yeah, I kind of need to scroll it automatically though. Yeah, it all works. Let me add to do here. So save a node profile. Neutral is implemented, by the way. Device grabber, that doesn't justify it. I'll do this. Better focus program recognition. Profile add and delete. Yeah, we're working on this. Automatic scroll for when stuff doesn't fit into this scrollable region. Easy clap. Nice. So we can select shit, and now the gnarly the gnarly stuff is coming upon us, which is X11 API that will fetch us all open windows, which I am dreading, absolutely dreading. We also kind of, you know, do stuff like search autocomplete when selecting a program for a new profile, right? Because it's not very convenient to like do this if you have a lot of stuff opened. Especially on Windows. On Windows, you'll have to select through the same sort of program that you get displayed in the task manager. So we'll need some kind of a search here. Oh, I don't have... Like it's hard to drag here. I have a draggable stuff here, but I can't really, you know, grab it because scroll overrides it, so I need to be in between pixels. And it's also like, yeah. Oh, and I need to cancel addition if I just close it with the close button. It was just closed. Was just closed. It's here. What do we do if we didn't select anything, right? So not just closed, but cancelled. Just got opened. True. True. Yeah, okay, if it's not open. Yeah, if it's not open, but... Ooh. This is like a bad naming. Bad name. But yeah, whatever. And state. So we basically won't click. It's cancelled. Yeah. And I actually don't need this. Else if current mapping state, I need to rename it to just current state, equals new profile cancelled, right? So I do nothing, and I also need to pop the profiles. It's like removed, ordered, remove by index. It's like profile and profiles count -1. So the last one, something like that. Yeah, and this doesn't exist, and we will add it here. New profile cancelled 7. I also need some new profile selected 8. Right, so if it's cancelled, whoops, if it's cancelled, we do this. Actually, if it's cancelled, then we do then we delete, but we set nothing to regardless. Yeah. And we still need that thing. What was it, like just open sub window in new profile just got opened. Yeah. So we click new, we hit that like open kind of text, and if we cancel, it should have gotten deleted, but it didn't. It wasn't. Why? Oh, because I don't set it. Oh shit. How do I set it? I know how. So if it wasn't selected, right? So if it wasn't selected, then I do all that. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Yep, this is not correct. Hey John, I don't know if I said hi to you, but yeah, hello, 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 welcome. I need to so I don't want to go here until this gets opened for the first time ever. Yeah, that's why I wanted it to be like a part of sub window state or something, because it's kind of like I'm gonna go get like a bathroom break, short bathroom break again, and then I'll do this. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thanks. Yeah, welcome, Jumpy. Hello, hello. um, yeah. Seems good indeed. So how do we track it? So if it's closed and like this is a bit awkward. I want to do it somehow without too much extra state or something. Yeah. So I only want to do this when the sub window got like just got closed. So maybe I still need this, right? Just got opened. True. So if it's closed and maybe something like so this way we know that this way we know that it's just got opened. But then if it's closed, so we don't need just got opened, we need just got closed. Just got closed. Right, like this. Like this. Open, we do this. Otherwise, if it's not open, and else if no else if not subwindow new profile subwindow info no subwindow new profile just got closed. Then we need to set it. True. Else. I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, if we don't know that it's just closed, we set it as just closed. Otherwise, we set it false. So it was closed before. And then if like this and that. Oh my god. Oof. Of course, yeah, because I'm trying to remove the array. And we also need to distinguish the very first time, right? So for the first time, right, else if not, if it's not open and like that. No? Oh no, the opposite way around, like this. Okay. Now we're adding the thing. We have an empty button, and if I cancel, oh, it removes both. Fuck. Yeah, so this is not like sufficient enough. Like this is not sufficient enough. So I need like some kind of stuff. This music is too dramatic. Wait. The end of Fable OST is too dramatic. Well, let's something more chill. I feel like it's my funeral music playing or something like that. 1 second. Yeah, whatever. So I can't just check for this new profile selected. I need to somehow set it to like cancelled. Wait, no. If it's not just close true. If it's just closed, do that and exit. And then remove. Then we spin another frame. We go here. It toggles every time. Yeah, it kind of toggles every time. So yeah, this will be just closed true. Yeah. And when we open, I guess we can set it to false here. Right? No. Yeah, it's like not sufficient. I need either to introduce some kind of intermediate state or maybe just straight up patch the sub window so it exposes the so it exposes the key, the event on the close button. I already modified like drop down, so I mean whatever, I can just modify that as well. Right. 1 second, somebody's messaging me. And somebody is my wife. It's all good. Also kind of feel that I'm a bit tired, so I'll try to push for to fix like that, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll get another, like, how do you call it in English, like second wind? Or maybe I'm gonna be done for today. We'll see. Right, so I know what to do, I think. Like, couple bounces on the exercise. Yeah, maybe I need that. So the state is adding new profile, right? Yeah. Yeah, I just really need that event. Third party, yeah. Sub window here. I need this. Basically, if close button pressed. I actually need. Actually, even I need released. Like I need this. And maybe if state info on close. State info on close. And what would I pass there? Maybe state. Right, like state. What is state here? State is, I assume, oh shit, it's a biggest function here. State is a it's like probably something like state subwindow state. Yeah, subwindow. No, it's a subwindow info. Yeah, subwindow state. Here it is. Base title info wants draw hash render dragging offset subwindow theme. Probably just info. Because why not? And then on fuck me. It's Christmas jumpy, and people are blowing up fireworks. You were in the United States. Nah, not like that. Actually, I think it can be a pointer to this, right? Something like that. Will it compile? Huh? Is legal in procedure header since it always results in a circle dependency. Oh. It's not the procedure header though. I thought it's gonna be resolved to the to this, right? Maybe this is something I can, you know, like, okay, it thinks that I want to get this from procedure header, but maybe compiler should know that I mean struct scope, right? Let me try to do this inside of struct declaration when used in a callback procedure header. So pointer to undefined identifier, undeclared identifier. What? Fuck. Redeclaration of close button. It's like yeah, like that. Right, and now if I press, it's gonna be so all of that I don't need anymore. Bam, 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 bam. So I don't need all of this. I can just delete it. And here, right, cancel new profile, and here I don't need all of this. I think I don't need all of that. Right, I just do this basically. Nothing. Pam 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 pam. Ba-da-dam, pam 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 pam. right, like that. And I don't need this anymore. Subview info. Huh? Ah, it's subwindow. Yep. So now if I press add, right, I can select it here, new. I can select another one. But now if I cancel, yeah, gets deleted. Easy clap. Yep, this works. But again, I patched, I patched the GetRect app. And there's also this ambiguity. Should I call this callback on released or on pressed? Right? Or should I have, you know, on close pressed and on close released? Title bar pressed. Right? Yeah. I can actually do something else, right? Wait a second. So instead of doing all that, I can sort of check it's less efficient, right? But to showcase here, yeah. If profiles or like right, I can do this, like pop it out. I can do this. New profile selector, yeah. Profiles, profile counts. No, I need to do this. Right. I can do this and it's kind of like indirectly it will check, right? So let's remove that and add, right? It works, and if then I cancel and yeah. I can also do this, so I don't need to modify it. So yeah, let me remove this all completely. And I guess the only thing I need is do that and current. Right, yeah. That will work as well. And I now realize that I drank too much today because I kind of want to go to the bathroom again. Wait, there's something in the chat. Does import just compile that file or hierarchy of imports and bring in what symbols you ask for? Or does it have some kind of caching or linking mechanism for imports? Like region serialized symbol table and statically linking or something. Always thought it would be an interesting way to do libraries. So Jai compiles everything in kind of a Unity build way. So every time I recompile, I don't think it even has like .o files. I don't think so. Right, we can, so what does, we have that build, no, actually there are some object files here, right? But I don't think those are modules. Ah, those are workspaces. Different workspaces. But I don't think those are modules compiled individually. But it's not just including, no. So I actually don't know how exactly modules are getting compiled. If it's, you know, independently and then the symbols are getting brought in or not. But this is what I know. I know that modules get deduplicated. And then like Jai does this dead code elimination. So I know that you only get the module compiled once, so you don't have like if and def like you have in C or Pragma once. You don't have to do this. This is just default behavior. Yeah. No, nothing like that. So we don't have an insane compilation time increase because, you know, in C++ like header include other headers like multiple times, and you have to carefully construct your build so you avoid that. So Jai does nothing, has nothing of that. And there's no order dependent resolution. No. You don't have header files, don't have nothing like that. So yeah, but I don't know how exactly it gets compiled, you know. Yeah. But yeah, we have the UI for adding new profiles, kind of. Like, it's not programs, but, and I guess delete should be not here, it should be somewhere like here, right? So what I need to do is where is it? So del button, like rectangle fold delete button, should be something like this, and height should be, it basically should be here, right? Instead of del button rect, it's gonna be S, something like that. And if del profile released, right? And like how we did in mappings. Where did we do it? What's that? Yeah. Here, so as x, y, then width will be as width and as the w will be not quite. So here, pressed rect is gonna be this, then pressed rect w is gonna be pressed rect w minus like 50. And this will have x was gonna be s plus pressed rect w, like this, and then y, and then 50 by 50, right? And it's gonna be like del rect, yeah, something like that. And identifier equals it index. Did I fuck it up? Oh yeah. What? It's rest rect, yeah. Yeah, like that. Something like that. I press del, it should like delete it. Array remove, array ordered, remove by index. Profiles and it index. I guess we should also kind of you know, reset active profile, right? Because for now, if I do it just like that, right, I press this, we have active profile, I click that, and I segfault, you see? Where's the attempt at that? This is actually not the crash I expected. And the crash was where I do somewhere where I do count -1 here. The crash is probably here. The crash is probably this. Else if profiles count, and so that's the crash. Here you see active profile does not get reset, isn't getting reset. Hey Ropet, hello. Field Nightus. True. So true. Yes, so when we pop out the profiles, we also need to do active profile equals to like that. Right? Okay. No active profile anymore. And this delete button is useless now. Yep. GG. Yeah, I wanna go to bathroom again real quick. I'm gonna run an ad on Twitch so that when I return we don't have ads. So yeah, brace yourself, and I'll be back in like a minute or so. I'm back. I hope the ad is already over. And what do we do now? Like, UI for this stuff works, right? And I don't really need callbacks to do that, to do this right. I can start on actual like X11 dirt for getting currently focused programs, but I might not have any energy for this, to be honest. And also this is kind of ugly, and I also need an edit button here. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe it needs to be not like delete, but maybe edit. And then, you know, if you close it without selecting anything else, it deletes. I don't know. Or maybe it sounds kind of stupid. And I just realized that an ad was playing this whole time while I was talking. Well, I'm not gonna repeat that. But now we have an entire hour without ads. Nice. So maybe it should be like an edit button instead. But nah, you actually want to delete it. Oh, I just realized this delete button, it should actually be somewhere here, like delete profile, right? Right, because this is a list of profiles. And when you press delete, a currently active profile should get deleted. Yeah, I think that's what should happen. Let me reintroduce delete rectangles back, and also this. And here, this is S. don't need that. We don't need that. And this. And this. Yeah, so here we're gonna do active profile. And then we need to know the index of a currently active profile. So active, oh, we have active profile index. That's crazy that I actually have it. What's this? Why is it 0? Oh, it's active mapping and not active profile. Yikes. Yep. Active profile it. Like that. And now we remove this. We do this and we do array ordered remove by index. And we have also two options. We can either jump on the previously selected profile, or we can just do this. Yeah, for now we're gonna do that. Yeah, so we have an active profile. We delete it. Yeah, GG. And we can create new profiles. Oh, Wixsec faulted because invalid memory location. Yeah, because we did not. So when we create a new profile, so let's comprehend it, right? We create new profile, make it active. Press mapping. Oh, I know what happened. I added new profile, but I never set it active. Right? So when I add mapping, oh no, huh? Yeah. So delete. I need to disable it. Disable press when if we have this situation, or I guess. So when we don't have active profile, I can delete it. And like that, I can delete it now. Yeah. And now I don't have profiles. But can I add a mapping? And if I press something here, I'm gonna crash. No? Huh. Why was it crashing then? That's so weird. Interesting. Okay. Now I crashed. Yikes. So it's some kind of combination of active profile not getting correctly set and the kind of the whole thing that I allow to set mapping without profile being selected. right? So now I don't have an active profile, but I still kind of allow to do this. Right, so where does it go exactly? Like, where does this mapping go? When I create add new mapping. Here. No, not this. Add mapping, right? So source, destination, array insert, active profile, mappings array. Oh, active profile, it has like a dummy profile. So it kind of goes nowhere. It just kind of goes nowhere. Right? And if I can't press delete because I don't have an active profile, but now I have an active profile. And if I press delete it, now I don't have an active profile. Like an active profile, I think is a dummy again. And now if I press it, now I fill that dummy with something else. And if I add new one, huh. Interesting. Oh. And you see what also happened? Like I have this. So I add new one. Yeah, okay. Here I crashed it. And also this. Yeah, so I think instead of holding active profile index, what I'll probably do, I will maybe have active profile hold an index on its own, of its own. Or not really that, not even that. I will have profile. Where are you? Yeah, from here. Do you plan to add controller support? Yes. Yes, I will. I will definitely add controller support. I'll probably hold an index here, so I don't have to, do it here. But then it means that I will, when I reorder the profiles, I need to maintain the index, right? Right stick button didn't work. That's unfortunate. So yeah. Segmentation fault. I mean, this is pretty easy to debug. I'll just open it in Visual Studio Code and reproduce. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, but you know what? No, I mean segfaults are very easy to debug. It's like the least kind of offensive type of error, especially if you can reproduce it. You just just run it and crash it, and you get debug break, and you easy trace it. So segfaults are very rarely an issue. But yeah, I think I'm kind of cooked for today. I started doing stupid mistakes. So maybe we can find someone to rate, shall we? Anyone streaming? Anyone worthy of our raid? Twitch.tv, software and game development category. That show is streaming, but we are raided him yesterday. Anyone else? AI clip generation. There's Lana. She seems like a pretty safe raid target. Learning TDD Golang. No, we can't do TDD. Okay, maybe I'll rate Lana Lux. She's doing some game dev, I think, in Unity. So we're gonna rate her. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow per se, because tomorrow I start working again. I'm like off my break. Maybe I will stream in the evenings, but we'll see. You can join my Discord for stream notifications and follow my like Resurrected Tech channel and yeah, all that, and say hello to Lana, be nice, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye everyone.